fun with our girl, Angie Martinez.
Yes. New York.
And Amanda Seals in the house.
Yes.
So we could girl chat with you all day,
We sure
Angie.
could.
But the time has come for us to get down to some biznatch. That's right. It's time for us to take off our chat hat and give your plug a hug, sis. Because we want to plug your project.
I'm so excited.
Okay, so here's the deal. You host.
Yes.
You're the host of your new show.
More enthusiasm.
Untold. Listen to this title. Listen to this title.
More enthusiasm, everyone.
Angie's new show, Untold Stories of Hip Hop,
Yeah.
where we see you interview a ton of legendary hip hop artists.
Yes. True that.
Who has been your favorite
Oh
interview?
my gosh, my favorite is so hard to say. There's really a lot of good ones.
No,
I mean,
you gotta give us the good.
Well, because Snoop Dogg has so much history that I could literally talk to him all day long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he's in a couple episodes because he had so many great stories.
Oh, nice.
But then like Fat Joe opens up about being depressed at a time, and I didn't expect that, so it hit my heart. And then Trina talks about dating rappers, and that was fun. So it's hard to. Yeah, girl. We
I even feel like we saw a different side of Cardi B with your conversation.
I feel like that too.
Yeah,
and I loved how open she was about her start and her relationship with Offset.
Yeah.
And because you forget that Cardi was the newer artist. Offset Migos was already like popping, and she kind of talks about that and how he really like supported her early and believed in her. I
Who
just
are
love
some of
seeing
the
that
other
side of
people
her.
that you're interviewing this season?
Let me see. This week we got Queen Latifah, MC Light. Legends! I mean, we got legends. You know who else is on this episode? Thursday night, 10 p.m. We have Mano on. And you know Mano.
Love Mano.
Number one, he did like 2 years in solitary. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Mano
All
is
the above, people.
Yeah, and then he got out of jail, and Little Kim kind of took him under the wing, or they became very close, and she showed him this like life, and he really talks about how that changed his life and what she did for him and his relationship with Kim. So that to me was really interesting.
I think it's so interesting to see how people open up to you, because you can see interviews of these same exact artists anywhere, but it'll never be like the conversations that they have with Angie Martinez. And I think that's what makes this special, and that's what makes you legendary and iconic in what you do, because you were in the mix at the time. Like, obviously, there are so many interviews that you've done on the moment, in the spot, in the middle of hip-hop culture.
Do you have your own untold story of hip-hop?
I could do a whole 10 seasons of that. But that's so funny, because when I am interviewing them, sometimes I remember like, oh my God, I was there when that happened.
Yes.
Like Fat Joe talked about when him and Jay-Z weren't good, and he starts telling this story about being in the elevator at the Garden, and it was the first time they'd seen each other since the thing, and they were in the corners of the elevator, and I was thinking they're talking to Joe, and I was like, I was in that elevator. I remember the tension of that moment. So every time we're like having these stories, all of a sudden I remember it happens a lot. And so sometimes that comes in the conversation, and I'll share some of my moments in that.
And that's what makes it that much more dope, is that you were there.
It's been really fun and an interesting thing, and we have 2 more episodes, and hopefully another season.
Clip so people can get a chance.
Oh, we got a little.
We're gonna take a clip.
Let's do it.
We're gonna take a look at a clip of you interviewing one of my favorites and one of my icon legends, Queen Latifah, in Untold Stories of Hip Hop.
We were challenged to battle another group of female rappers, but it was 3 rappers in their group and only 2 in ours. So I had to balance it out. So
you were forced to rap?
Yes, I was forced to rap.
Love it.
So my brother had DJ equipment in his room, and I took LL Cool J's record, I Need a Beat. It was one of the dopest beats at the time, and I just started writing. Like Voltron, my voice would form a blazing sword and all of this crazy stuff. That was my first kind of foray into writing rhyme.
Wow. That is awesome.
She's such a legend and an icon.
Angie, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. You are
I
awesome.
love you guys. Thank you so much.
We love you. Untold Stories of Hip Hop airs Thursday night
New York.
on WeTV, and you don't want to miss it.